up in Johnson County and how that has shaped the work that you do. So I'm very appreciative to you and to Vanessa for getting us to this point in the discussion. And now I'd like to set us up for breakout groups. If you've been to one of these meetings before, you know that we are in breakout groups that we've been with since the beginning of the task force, and so you'll be with some familiar faces. And the ground rules that we've been using up until now still apply, but I did want to share some of the principles that the Racial Equity and Inclusion Committee has identified as being very critical for our success in taking on this work of racial equity. And I want to just go through them one by one just to let you know why they're important. So sharing data, obviously that's been a really important part of tonight, to hear some of the numbers and percentages that really tell the story of how racialized policy has shaped Johnson County. So I encourage you to consider that data and that information that you received as you move into your breakout groups. Telling stories is also a really important principle for us. We believe that the ability to share your experiences is a way to honor and acknowledge what you have been through, especially for those who are people of color, whose stories might not get told as often in the broader narrative of our community. And so if there's an opportunity to share stories or to listen to one another's stories in your breakout groups, I encourage you to do that. I also want to note that it's very important to recognize that people of color in particular may have experienced racial trauma, either through direct experiences with racism or by living within systemic racism. And so I want to make sure that if there is storytelling that's happening in your breakout groups, that you're really ensuring that people feel safe and comfortable to speak or not speak about their experiences, and your facilitators can provide some guidance on that. Always being aware of your individual bias. All of us have it. Let's just acknowledge that we all have it, and be willing to see it, acknowledge it, and then challenge it as it comes up. So you may have some opportunities to practice that either in your breakout groups or as you move forward with this new knowledge that you've gained. And then most importantly, this breakout is an opportunity for us to have dialogue. It is a place for us to have conversation with one another. We have set up this space very carefully and very thoughtfully because we want you to listen to each other. We understand that there might be disagreement. There's nothing inherently wrong about disagreement. A lot of productive things can come out of it, but please, treat each other with respect and seek to understand where each other is coming from. And with that, I believe we will have a very productive meeting. So, Erin, if you'd like to just give a preview of the questions that we'll have going into the breakout groups. You're going to now be moved into your breakout groups, and we will see you back here at about 10 till the hour. So enjoy your conversations.